My audience. Good afternoon, everybody. Today we'll be speaking on a film which was created and directed by actor, comedian, writer Jordan Peele. All right. So, with that being said, here we go, getting into it. Which, from the great mind of Jordan Peele, like I once stated previously, we get the movie called Get Out. It's an amazing horror / thriller. And it's about this young man named Chris. He's a black man, and he's with a white woman in the movie, an interracial relationship. They then travel to go see meet her parents for the summertime, and hang out down there and things of that nature. And also, while they're there, Chris notices there's a couple of other black people working around the house. And, you know, they seem a little odd, seem a little off, something's not right. But that's neither here nor there. He keeps going about his business, and he meets the family, and they have a big, they live in big suburbs, and they have a big suburb meeting. And one day it's a whole group of white people that get together, and then you have, with those white people, there's a couple of black people that work for them as well. So then Chris gets to thinking a little deeper, like, something's not right around here with these people. So then, you know, he goes to shake one of the brothers' hands, and they grab his fist and shake his fist. So Chris is a little weirded out, and him and his friend were once having a discussion about how weird cases of people coming up missing around that area. So Chris then takes a picture of the guy, and he comes up out of the sunken place, which is the hypnosis that the lady does on the black people in order to, you know, keep them around and stuck and work for them pretty much. So then the man then freaks out and comes up out of that thing and tells Chris, get out, get out, get out. And then boom, fast forward, Chris calls his mans and tells him about what had happened. Chris still wasn't, you know, really thinking about it. Now I'm gonna pause right there and then get back to that. But in the outline note, they asked us to offer a quote from the movie. The lady clicks the glass 2 times and then says, "Now you're in the sunken place." And that's when Chris sinks down and he enters the sunken place itself. And if I need to describe the movie in 2 sentences, it'd be, the movie was very unpredictable. You know, when things, you feel like things are going one way, they take a big turn and go a complete opposite way of what you were expecting things to be. And, you know, the best part about the movie, in my opinion, was when Chris, after he had already been having all these pre-thoughts about, like, why are they doing this to these black people, he then finds a photo album that his girlfriend Rose had with those exact same black people that was working for Rose's family. And then he puts 2 and 2 together. She's getting these people brought to the house, and then the mother is hypnotizing them, putting them into the sunken place. So that was my favorite part of the movie, when Chris found that photo album, and then he started putting 2 and 2 together. That threw me for a loop the first time I watched it. And now the main character in the movie, obviously Chris, which I discussed, and they ask how does he change. And the movie, he changes because he gets hypnotized, and they brought him into the sunken place, and then he's not in control of his body. And then in the beginning of the movie, Chris is a very present and very aware in the beginning of the movie, but then when he's in the sunken place, obviously he can't do anything about it. But at the end of the movie, Chris was real beat up and bloodied because he had just got through fighting with the whole family, trying to get away from him because they were trying to turn him so that he could become, quote unquote, a new slave for them. And Chris wasn't going for that. He was also bloodied, and then at the end of the movie, his friend that he had been talking to about it the whole time, he finally gets him and going in the house. And they asked me to describe the sights and the sounds of the movie. The sounds were very loud during the times where it'd be like a jump scare. It'd be real loud, so it'll scare you. And the sights were real beautiful. Very vibrant, very bright. And it takes your brain for a spin, this movie does, and it keeps you thinking, and you never know what's going to be happening next, because it's going to be a huge twist throughout the movie. And you know, it is, and it asks, is it a significant movie? In my opinion, it's not, because it's not necessarily realistic. In my opinion, I don't see that this actually being able to take place without some type of, you know, it being noticed. There is no way. And the genre of this movie was a horror / thriller, like I stated in the beginning. Now, in the closing, all around, I feel like this is a movie everybody should watch. It's it'll take you, you know, like I said, it'll take your mind in so many different places. And I'm a big fan of movies that, you know, don't make me, that I'm not just, you already know what's happening at the end of it. I'm a big fan of, you know, being thrown for a loop here and there. And audience, could you please show your face one more time?